Look at that for a beast. Case International 7210 Magnum, and we're going to go for a drive in it. Well, in the passenger seat. Before James comes, we're going to give a quick walk around this tractor. I'm going to tell you what I know about the Case Magnum. The Case Magnum was one of the first tractors that were produced. My phone is talking to me. It was the first tractors that were produced when the Case and International companies joined together, merged up, whatever you want to call it. It was one of the first Case tractors with a full power shift transmission. It was the first tractor that was built as one unit. Even today tractors are not built as one unit. The cab is separate and all this, but the cab is completely integrated into the chassis in these, making them way more comfortable, making them a very reliable, sturdy tractor. And like I said, it was the first tractor to produce, the Case produced after they merged with International. These are an absolute beauty of a tractor. They're a complete and utter workhorse. And for some unknown reason, now they're climbing in value. They're gone way up in value, but for some unknown reason, until maybe in the last 2 to 3 years, people didn't have any mass in them. They had absolutely no mass in them, and they were just, I suppose they were too big. They were too big for the farmer. I suppose they got too old for the contractor. I suppose, come back in 1988, when this tractor would have come out new, you can imagine the size of it, and was it needed, and was there a game for it? Like, if you think about your local contractor, what kind of tractor did he have in 1988? I can nearly guarantee you it wasn't one of these. What a weapon of a tractor. Alright, let's go for a drive. What a weapon! 1995 7210, and believe it or believe it not, she's the baby of the Magnums. I should have bought my drone. Like I said, this was a kind of a collaboration between Case and International Harvester. This was the best of both worlds. Of the Internationals and the first of the Case Internationals. If you look it up yourself, they'll tell you that it was what you call it. It was the last. It was built half and half. A lot of the technology that went into this tractor, well, not obviously this one. This is 10 years later, but the very earlier models. A lot of the technology that went into them in 1988 was actually International technology. And if you look at it there, you can actually see kind of an American design on the door on the very, very late Internationals. What an absolute beast of a tractor this would have been in 1988. This is a 1995 model. That's some view over there, lads. I can see a ship below there. There's two ships below there. Way down West Cork. Down near Crosshaven, I think. We're just following the sat nav, to be honest about it. Of course, Coon, the Coon Moor. Coon are, what do they call them? I think it's a Cork Farm Machinery. Cork Farm Machinery are the main importers for Coon equipment and Coon machinery into Ireland. There's some rattle off of that, and she's only just ticking over. Guys, that's kind of it. It was a short run. I give a quick look at the 7210 Case International. Like I said, the very last of the internationals, the first of the cases. I know she's 1995, but the merger happened in 1998, so the previous ones, her older brothers and sisters, would have been internationals. Alright guys, give a like, give a subscribe, and thanks to James. And I gotta move a car, and we'll see you all in the next one.